This is the fire grate, and this sits in the ash pan on these 4 feet, and that goes inside the firebox, which is surrounded by water from the boiler, and the fire sits on top of this, and as the ashes are formed, they fall through the holes into the ash pan. This one, I'm not sure how long it's been there, but it's definitely in need of replace. It's cracked fully through on some of the bars. This one here, for example, fully through there, cracked fully through there, and there. So that side is only held on by these 4 bars, and you can see there's quite a lot of warping in the bars as well. And I think that just happens over time. So time to get a casting and make a new one. This is the casting for the new fire grate. There's a fair amount of flashing between the bars from the casting process. As the layer of flashing is thin enough, taking a skim of material off the top surface will remove it while leaving sufficient material for strengthening the part. I am using the top face of the casting as a reference, and holding that against the fixed jaw of the vise using a bar of round stock. I will cut the 3 protrusions each side so that flat faces are formed. These flat faces will enable me to hold the casting securely in the vise while I machine the top of the casting. Using a set of parallels, the height is set so that the top of the casting can be machined using a face mill. I have machined the feet of the casting flat before this step, again using the top of the casting as a reference surface. The top of the casting cleaned up well. I will take a small file to remove any sharp burrs at the top of the bars. The feet of the casting need to be drilled and tapped. This starts with finding the centre of the cast feet as best as possible, considering they are not particularly round to start with. Each foot is centre drilled and then drilled with a 4.2mm drill ready for an M5 tap. The depth stop is set on the quill to drill down to the bottom of the fire bars. This is how it turned out. Adjusted the feet to get them to the same height. I've been round with a rotary tool, smoothing off the edges, get rid of anything that's sharp. I don't want anything sharp rubbing against the boiler when you're putting this in and out, or if it moves around while in motion. So now it's just a case of testing it and see how it runs.